All right, so jumping right in, this week's 5 things. We're at thing number 1 with Gary Brode, Deep Knowledge Investing. DKI host Enrique Abeyta on Talen Energy. Gary, we're talking about ticker is TLNE. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, last week we hosted a webinar with Enrique. It's up here on YouTube, so feel free to check it out. But we were talking about Talen Energy. The ticker, as Rob said, is TLNE. Enrique made the case that the stock, even though it's up substantially from where he and his firm HX Research first recommended it, he thinks it's a double from here. And one of the arguments that people make that I don't like, a lot of times, you say, hey, I'd like the stock, and somebody will take a look at the chart. They'll see that it's up and they'll say, oh, I missed it. Great. Except there are stocks that go up 3x, 4x, 5x, 10x. And Enrique's point is for a stock to go up 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 times its stock price, it first has to double. And so his point is, hey, the stock has doubled and he thinks it will double again. He did a great job of breaking down the opportunity in the stock, talking about what happened as it came out of bankruptcy, the refinancing, and they recently sold a data center to Amazon, and Amazon is going to be they signed a contract to buy power from Talen Energy, which runs one of the largest nuclear plants in the United States. Enrique thinks that Talen Susquehanna plant is worth somewhere between 24 and $30 billion, and the stock's enterprise value is $7 billion. So just on that alone, there's huge opportunity.
Seems like some of the catalysts built into what you're saying right there, Gary, but what are both short, long-term catalysts for the position? And then I'd also like to ask, how closely is Talen aligned with DKI's uranium position?
Well, that's the key thing, Rob. Everybody's very excited about this whole AI revolution, the opportunities in artificial intelligence. And the thing that people are just starting to realize is all of those graphics cards from NVIDIA, right? All of those data centers use up massive amounts of electricity. AI in particular, because it has to do a lot of instant calculations, is a power intensive application. And so nuclear energy is basically the cheapest baseload energy that you can produce for people who are concerned about carbon. It releases no carbon into the atmosphere. So it's a great option. It's also extremely reliable, which is why Amazon wants it for their plants. A lot of other data centers are starting to locate themselves close to nuclear power, and they're bidding up, they're paying to have access to that reliable baseload generation, which also helps them. They get to say that they're generating their energy from non-carbon based sources. And so that's really the opportunity there. Now, at Deep Knowledge Investing, we've been huge fans of owning the physical uranium. That I think is the best play on it. But Enrique's case for Talen, I think is outstanding. I ended up buying a small position in it personally, on the back of the great work that he did there. And, our view is we're going to continue to own large amounts of uranium because demand is outstripping supply and the dollar is losing purchasing power. Those are both two great elements of a thesis, but this AI data center revolution means there's going to be more demand for more power and more baseload generation going forward. This is a great way to play it.
Great stuff coming from Enrique, and we thank him for being on the show and also just that partnership with HX Research and working alongside one another. Gary, great stuff having him on.